Can you imagine? Call of Duty Mobile launches on Friday, one of the sickest game modes that we've ever seen on mobile. You're trying to grind through it, you're trying to learn all those tips and tricks to make a banger video for your community, and then the same evening you're ordering like a super nice crispy chicken and you think like, oh, life couldn't be more perfect, except for the fact that this chicken was bad and that knocked me out for the first days. I feel like I get kind of a taste of what it feels like to be pregnant, and then you're at work and suddenly 50% of the people are not showing up because, I don't know, one is sick, one is having holidays, and you need to work double shifts. And that's where we're getting to Call of Duty. Man, I'm a god of making introductions, trust me after this one. Because when you're playing with randoms in Call of Duty Mobile, it feels like 50% of the people you're playing with actually have no idea what they're doing. They're just standing around, are being kind of sick. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, and you just try to win Call of Duty Mobile Zombies. And that's what we're talking about today, because I'm gonna show you in this video how you will be able to win in this game mode. It was not necessarily a bad introduction, let's agree on that one. But yeah, the first mistake that everybody is doing, everybody is staying first of all in the beginner base where you started. Although there is a chopper and you can immediately fly to a location with high loot. And if you don't know what a high loot location is, you can easily spot them when you look at the map and you spot these purple crystals. And exactly around those areas there is high loot and you can find a lot of stuff. In this game mode, you want to have one of the best possible starts ever. And especially when you're playing with randoms, you need to have a kickstart. You need to have that boost to make those points, to really like upgrade your turrets right away, to make your life easier at a later moment in time. Because right now it's still chilled, right? But later it's gonna get a little bit more hectic and you want to be prepared. So first of all, don't stay in your base, take the chopper, each freaking base has a chopper, and fly to a high loot base. Now after collecting some of the first resources, we get teleported back to the base and we'll start our first round. And you also want to maximize your points there, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna take the tool that is giving you most of the currency of the essence. So you're starting to do melee kills, because in that way you're getting most of the points and you can quickly see how my points are going up. And don't be afraid of the dark side, it's not that bad, you can easily cross it, come back and heal yourself up, and yeah, you're back in business. And that way you're making a lot of points, especially when you're fighting against the warden. It's highly recommended and you just see all the money coming in. I wish making money was in real life that easy as well. Again, once the round is over, don't hesitate, run to the chopper and be a nice teammate. Because if there is one thing that this game mode is lacking, is nice teammates. Wait for your teammates to come to the chopper, carry them to one location and drop them off, and that's it, so that they can go to the high loot locations while you're going to the other supply drops, for example, and collecting also some additional perks. And I was waiting here in this situation for my teammates, nobody cared, so I was like, alright, I don't care either. And that actually shows that randoms are sometimes, yeah, a bit more interested in their own stuff rather than on the whole team gameplay. But yeah, in the first break, what you're trying to do actually is getting all those loot crates, and also look out for those perks. Those perks can help you a lot. For example, stamina, quick reload. Those two perks are actually, and Deadshot Dakiri, those three perks are actually the most important ones here and can help you make a lot of freaking damage. And that is just giving you a very huge advantage, and also gives you the power to support your teammates and actually kind of play as two or yeah, I wouldn't say 3 players, but at least as 2 players. Round 2 is actually pretty easy then. I mean, you're already very well equipped. You already have like most of the epic guns. Obviously, you want to go for the epic guns. I'm sure after 1 week everybody knows go for the freaking epic gun, because it's the best one. But in general, you also want to upgrade your turret, and I highly recommend going first of all for the grenade turret because of the area of effect damage. It just brings you in a lot of points, it just brings you in a lot of damage and makes your life so much more easier. And first, try upgrading your turrets up to the max level as good as possible, or when you have enough money to spare, just invest that also in other turrets. But try to focus yourself on a few turrets rather than spreading it out and having like shitty turrets standing around everywhere. And then it's again day again, and you know what we're gonna do? Right, we're gonna start looting again. We're gonna jump straight to the chopper, trying to jump with our teammate into it, And this is the perfect example why sometimes it can be so difficult to play with randoms, because they just do what they want, they don't care about teammates, they just fly away. And trust me, I didn't know that friendly fire is actually an option until I saw the flames, and then that's where I decided, okay, let's shoot him down. Let's teach this guy a lesson to never fly away, because guys, we gotta start a revolution against those greedy guys that just fly away with the chopper, leaving everyone behind. If you do that, you're gonna get shut down. Or I'm wondering, actually, was that justified? I don't know, let me know in the comments, but I think I would do it again. So we try to make the best out of it. We're currently in day 3, the next night fight, and what we're gonna do is simply trying to level up everything as good as possible. And to be honest, I invested already in all of my turrets because we're having a lot of cash, we're making a lot of kills with the turrets we're having while looting, all that kind of stuff. So investing in all the turrets is already important. In the end of the day, I decided here as well to go for a war machine to take down the heavy gunner right here. Not for anything else, but yeah, I didn't want it to take too much damage, didn't want him to fall behind. You can afford that in day 3, and actually while you're shooting with the gun, it gives you back a lot of cash, so you're at the end the balance will probably be like plus minus 0. And yeah, you have an easy time in this round and can focus as well on surviving round 4. And on top of that, you don't need to repair the machine then. So during day 4, actually one of them realized that they can actually fly around with me. I decided again to go for a perk, in this case stamina, because I already have quick reload. I decided to go to the high loot areas and to the loot drops, because I tried to collect as many ammo as possible. You never want to buy any ammunition and in the warehouse, and to collect all the crates to upgrade my turrets at the end, so that we can do maximum damage in the next rounds and carry our teammates to victory. And one important thing to note as well is during the night matches, I'm placing my turrets in such a way that I don't need to move them around that much, but in such a way that they can look at all angles. And I'm also speculating a bit on that my teammates with their maybe lesser strong turrets place their turrets on the outside, because that will distract all the zombies that attack the turrets, and mine are protected, and which are stronger obviously and more valuable, can then take down the heavy opponents in this case. And we're also having day 4, and day 4 is already a big challenge, I have to admit it. But the interesting part about wave 4 is that always the same waves are approaching, and therefore you can kind of predict when you need to use the war machine, and that is exactly at the moment where all those Warhammer guys are approaching your turrets. Because those guys, they need to be taken down as quickly as possible, and you can also use a war machine to take down this other minigun zombie. Just make sure that you're not overusing them, that you're still having at least 2 war machines for the next round, and also at least 1 death machine for the next round. And of course you gotta have the Goliath in order to stay alive. And yeah, then it's already the next day. You're gonna fly around again with your teammates, cause right now we're gonna be a good teammate, and we're gonna regret the start here with Hidden 0612 because we shot him down. So we're gonna fly him around a little bit to be best buddies again, and yeah, collect further things. We have enough cash, we don't need actually anything anymore. That shot that carry would have been actually pretty nice with the additional headshot damage, but yeah, we're actually pretty well set up. And with that being said, we can also jump into the last day, and the last day, of course, the hardest one, and I've got to be like now a bit more honest about this. Obviously, the last day you're not going to survive this if all of your teammates are trash and can't play, so they need to at least have a little bit of understanding, and you will see that the teammates actually I played here with had at least a little bit of that understanding, but you will see the point what I'm talking about. But first of all, day 5 is very important that you start playing seriously right from the first minute. Right when the first zombie is approaching, you gotta play hardcore, right? Use your grenades, use everything, especially if they're stacked up on one place. If you start like taking it a bit slower and not invest into the death machine and war machine and all that kind of stuff right away, you will fall behind at some point and you will just get overrun. So you try to have a clean kind of area around you in order to deal with all of them. And once it's getting super messy, then definitely make sure to use the Goliath. Not everybody, of course, because some have to repair again this stupid machine that's breaking down way too quickly in those situations. But yeah, you need those guys, and that is also the situation where it was really important that they jumped in, because you saw that the health was going down fairly quickly. They repaired it, and that's why we actually won here in the end. And yeah, I actually absolutely love this game mode, and it's crazy how easy it gets once you're starting to play with people who actually have also a very high talent level, and on top of that, an understanding of the game. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what's gonna come. Obviously, if you're playing for, I don't know, 1-2 months the same game mode forever, it's gonna get boring. I think we can expect here a lot of development in this game mode, that we see a lot of different locations, a lot of different difficulty levels, and that's definitely something very interesting. And the game mode, there is so much potential in it. I love it. And by the way, Call of Duty Mobile just opened a development studio for mobile gaming, specifically for Call of Duty Mobile. So man, we're heading into freaking nice times with this game. And yeah, with that being said, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me exactly 1 like. I don't need more. I'm already happy with that one. And if you didn't like the video, then drop 1 dislike. But only 1, right? We want to have 1 like and 1 dislike. Let's see if we can make that happen. And with that being said, what the frick am I talking here? Peace out.